seconds. Did this one click over here?
I don't know.
Let's see what's happening. Because it says up there. Oh, it says there starting the stream on YouTube.
Ah, okay.
And over here, let's move
we're
that
on
over
Facebook.
there. It says you have been on Facebook for 20 seconds.
Oh my gosh! The entire 20 seconds. I'm amazed. I'm amazed that Facebook didn't kick us off of it.
Oh, go on, rant. I'll take a step back here, and you can rant because it's always me that has the problems and rants about.
I've got a Facebook rant. I've been trying to put on an advert on Facebook, and I did put in an advert on Facebook, and it reached, they say, around 300 people. Right, which
most of whom are living probably in a mental institution between here and the next
exactly town. And there, I don't think there is one there, but never mind. So I put this ad on Facebook, right? And then I decided, stupidly, that
stupidly, it's funny because it's true. Stupidly, it only happens to you.
Stupidly enough, I decided to give Facebook even more money, right? So I wanted to up my budget on my Facebook advert.
Keep talking and keep checking the streams.
When I did do that, suddenly, I mean, this advert has been running and it's been approved that it's perfectly okay. And then suddenly when I decided to up my budget on the advert, they said it's not okay and they denied my advert. So I was like, well, that's weird because first they approve it and then they deny it and I haven't changed anything about it, right? So I appealed to the denial because not only they denied my advert, you know, they denied to publish it, but also they have blocked my account, my advertising account on Facebook. So so I appealed, as they told me I should, you know, if you think everything's okay, appeal here. So I appealed there, and I'm like, why did you block me? Because they didn't even give me any reasons, right? And then I figured that not only they send you messages on Facebook, they also send you an email, yeah? So I went to my email and I have checked the emails they've sent me, and I have found out that there was something clicked to the wrong box was clicked, okay, in my settings.
Clicked it.
So I was like, okay,
wrong box.
This is probably why, because I had a box clicked that said that this is for business purposes, and it's not really for business purposes because we're giving things out free, right?
Free.
Yes,
free.
We're just giving things out free because we love you people. And so I was like, okay, well, I'm going to change this click. So I changed that click and I unclicked it and clicked something else and blah blah yada yada yada. I wrote to them again and again. They wrote me the automatic reply. Your account has been blocked because we decided so, and there's nothing you can do about it, right? They've basically sent me the same automatic reply.
It's like talking to a machine.
It's like talking to a machine. Nobody's listening. Nobody knows what's happening. Nobody cares what's happening, right? That's the best thing. Like, I'm like, hello, I'm trying to fix this problem. Can you please help me, somebody? And it's like talking to a wall, right? That's the customer service on Facebook.
It is. It's like a computer screen is basically like a kind of digital.
It's like talking to a Hoover. You're just getting this buzz back, right? And it's like no response.
Talking to a Hoover.
Oh God.
Talking to.
So I created. So what I did then was I unlogged myself as a person, right? And I created a business account on Facebook. I don't even know what that entails yet, okay? Because it was kind of
probably means you have to pay tax,
like a spur of a moment thing. But I didn't even put any tax number anywhere on it or anything. You should probably theoretically you should be able to connect it to your tax, right? So that you can claim the advertising as a to write off your taxes. No.
That would make sense.
That would make sense, right? But I'm not like, I'm not selling anything. So, I mean, but I'm kind of giving stuff out.
You don't pay tax until you make a certain amount of income, though, right?
Yeah, exactly. I'm not making any income. Why did I stop moving over there on that screen and up there on that screen? That's a problem with that. You've got a problem there, sir.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Yes.
I will. Thank you for pointing that out.
Okay.
Your project has changed.
Okay.
Send to live changes to Facebook. Okay.
Technical stuff.
So
to make long story even longer, I created that business account on Facebook, and I now have like 2 accounts on Facebook. One is personal, and one is called 21 Century Mom. And I went to register for an advertising account. Okay, make a new advertising account under my new business name. But
long story.
They didn't want to accept my card.
What, you tried to give them your credit card details and they didn't want to?
Yes, they said, oh, there was a problem with this credit card just a minute ago there, right?
Okay.
And I'm like, I know there was a problem with that account, but I don't know why. I don't know if it was the credit card. I don't know what their problem was, right? Because nobody tells you. So I registered another credit. It's a long story, guys. I'm getting there. The point is that you're not able to see any adverts of the webinar. Nobody is able to see any advertising on the webinar, even though it's a wonderful webinar and it's epic and it's all free and it's out there for everybody, because we love parents and we love children and we want everybody to be happy, and we want a lot of rainbows and unicorns and butterflies everywhere.
Yes, never enough.
There's never enough unicorns,
in my opinion.
So
there's quite a lot of butterflies.
Yeah, so you can just, take this video and like share it. I mean, Facebook advertising, right? People can do without it.
FTF.
People can do without it. People can just share things among each other. So if you like unicorns and butterflies, and if you like peaceful parenting, and if you would like more people to be able to communicate with their children effectively, and to have great relationships, and to find connection, then go on and share this video, just because. Well, just because.
That was a great rant. The people on the podcast are going to love it. The people on Facebook are not going to get it, because
there are no people on Facebook. There's machines called Veronica and Teeny and Carolina and whatever other names they give them.
Oh, Carolina. Oh,
it's like
look at that. Look at that. It's all gone black on Facebook.
Oh,
Facebook are having issues there.
Well, it's a good thing that we're on YouTube there for people on YouTube. Although there's nobody on YouTube, but there will be. There will be.
The podcast is fine because that's really simple streaming. The YouTube is pretty straightforward. FF split into YouTube streaming. That's pretty cool. Facebook has just shut down. So
lovely.
I don't know what to do. It's all black. Look, seriously, it's all black.
I can see that. Yes. See, it's all black, and I don't know what's happening because I don't know how that system works or doesn't work.
Okay, something came up and asked me to re-choose my camera.
Re-choose your camera. A nice word. Re-choose.
Yeah.
I love it. You just have to love English language.
There we go. So maybe
Maybe
I'll be able to record.
Oh, there we are. Ooh. We're moving, people on YouTube.
Oh, look at this.
We are now moving on Facebook too.
Lifetime problem solving.
Are we?
The whole thing is about live time.
Because the thing is still black.
Push your changes to live.
Up.
Error sending video data. There was an issue activating your device. Please try again.
You had issues.
Oh God, the camera.
Oh my gosh, the kids are having a great time down there. They're kind of wrestling on the beanbag and cuddling. I don't think they know whether it's wrestling or cuddling. So nobody knows that. I think Zora thinks it's cuddling and Jasmine thinks it's wrestling. And sometimes when, two people view one thing differently, conflicts arise. So I think that's where we're heading right now, actually. Zora, darling! Zora! Darling, can you get off the beanbag, please, darling? I think Jazzy wants to move it.
Working on...
I know, sweetie. Ask Jazzy if it's okay.
Working.
I don't think it's okay, actually.
Working my way back.
Zora! I'm going to have to go and solve the problem, darling. Because there's a big problem. There's a lot of wrestling going on. It's gonna be biting if I don't go there right
Zara,
now.
Can you, Zara, why is it girls? Why is it always the girls that are fighting? Your project has changed. Send to live. Lightstream refuses to. Lightstream absolutely refuses to broadcast on Facebook. So there we go. Well, that's what happens, I suppose, live. You know what, darling, you've left me with no technology working here and nothing to talk about. Yes, but Facebook is the mainstream. That's like saying well, you've still got one tire even though 3 have blown out. So that's just kind of because I'm to do the technical stuff and to make a conscious, connected presentation about parenting. I can do the presentation about parenting when all the technical stuff is working fine. When I've got boxes opening and closing and lights flashing all over the computers, it's absolutely impossible to do any of the parenting stuff. So I'm trying to keep it there. Are you going to come back at some point in time? Because I've got boxes opening and closing and flashing all over the screens here, and I need to deal with this, and I can't deal with this and do the presentation at the same time. See, well, there you go. I guess that's what happens when you have kids. You've got to take it step by step and deal with the problems with the kids first, and then
priorities.
And then I think that
priorities. I'm sorry, people out there on YouTube and Facebook, but the kids are a bit more important than you.
Well, of course the kids are much more important.
So yeah, the kids are happy now, so we can continue here. Yeah, did you like my rant?
I couldn't because I couldn't listen to it properly because of all the technical problems.
Because you were solving problems.
I was too busy trying to make you look good and sound good.
Yeah. Well, yeah, these things happen obviously sometimes.
So
but
I don't like it. This is the very first time that I've used this software a couple of days now. There's been 0 issues.
And now
that was the very.
We've got an issue.
There we go again.
And we don't know why that's happening, right? Something with the camera?
It just says the box appears for 2 seconds and then disappears from the screen.
Before you manage to read it.
Yeah.
Go!
Yeah. So,
peeing again. Oh gosh, these kids. They keep peeing. Okay, people out there, when you have kids, they keep peeing. Especially when you're trying to do a recording, and you still have to leave
she peed at the right time.
She did. That's a good thing. At one point in their lives, they're going to learn how to pee at the right time in the right place, and that's a very positive thing.
So that's blocking the camera.
Oh, I see. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go and empty the potty. Otherwise, we're gonna be listening to Beethoven all day.
It's also cancelling the mics out as well on Facebook.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, but people can hear us on YouTube, yeah?
Yeah, YouTube is fine. YouTube, the streaming quality of everything on YouTube is so much better. Left again to solve everything by myself.
You have a better idea?
No, I don't have a better idea. I really don't. I'm just going to do the lifetime technical stuff then, because that's what I'm good at. The Lightstream project is having issues. I'll check which mic is being picked up. It's decided to pick up a completely different microphone. Okay. That's interesting. It won't allow me to edit anything. It won't allow me to move anything. It won't allow me to switch. Can I add another microphone? Add an audio source. Learn more. Download and install clients to add audio sources. Oh, Jesus. You cannot be serious.
Would you like me to just go on monologuing about...
Yeah, you have to.
Can I just go on monologuing about emotional equations as well? Or are you going to be feeling left out?
I will be here just, doing my thing.
Yeah,
right?
okay.
I mean, what you need to know is that You're on over here. Right?
I'm on over there. So I'm going to look at people on YouTube for a change today.
I will make
because Facebook has let us down extremely today, obviously. First, I've spent like 2 hours trying to solve my advertising problem, which is like, you're throwing money at them and they just don't want it, right? That's crazy. And
so
now
they're shutting down the other side.
And now G's technology is collapsing there slightly, so there you go. Anyway, yeah, I'm going to have a drink. Yes, because I haven't eaten anything today really, and I haven't really drank much either. It's the thing about, you know, when you start eating healthy and you start eating less than you ate, because you don't need to eat constantly, right? Lots of people do this stress eating thing. I do a stress eating thing, like when I have a translation and I have to work late at night and I'm hungry and I just, you know, you procrastinate.
After the sun goes down, isn't that one of the rules?
No.
Okay.
You just use it. Oops. You just use it to.
Did you?
Almost fell off my foot. Yeah. You just use it to procrastinate, basically. You just kind of go like, meh. Yeah, I should work, but I'm hungry. I should eat something. But you're not really hungry, and then you just end up eating all the time. And the thing is, once you're used to snacking, right? It's like a drug. You just keep snacking all the time. You eat because
it's deadly. Deadly is if you put a small bowl of nuts around.
You just eat to eat, right? You don't eat because you're hungry. I have realized, right, since I've stopped eating bread, and since I started eating a bit more rationally, okay, rather than emotionally, I have realized.
There's rationale. Interesting.
Yes.
Connection.
I have realized that I haven't been hungry for ages. You know, I mean, I have not known what hunger is for ages because I didn't let myself go hungry.
Most people have never known what hunger is.
Because I just kept on snacking, and then I had lunch, and then I snacked again, and I had a dessert, and then I had another snack, and then I had dinner, and I never had time to go hungry in between, right? So it was a bit difficult for me.
Welcome to Western society.
There you go. It's a bit difficult for me to start eating healthy and to stop eating all the time, because suddenly you go hungry and you go like, oh, I don't like this feeling of hunger in my stomach. But it's good, because then what happens is that you don't just eat because your taste buds want to eat, but you actually eat because your body needs it. And your taste buds realize that this food tastes good, you know. Before it would be like, I'm not hungry and I have a choice to eat vegetables and sweets. What am I going to choose? And your taste buds would go, choose sweets, right? But
choose sweets.
When you're hungry and you put a bowl of vegetables in front of you, you just go like, food, and you eat it, right? So put the sweets away. Just have real food in front of you and just let yourself go hungry, and then you will eat it. And then you will, and the lifespan of a taste bud, I've been told, is 21 days, right?
I didn't know that.
And the taste bud has a memory, right? So you have a little baby taste bud, and you give it sugar, and the little baby taste bud goes, I like this, and it remembers the sugar, and it remembers that it likes it really much, right? And then you give this little taste bud vegetables, and it goes like, oh, there's no sugar there, I don't want this, give me something with sugar, right? So when you stop feeding your taste buds sugar and you wait for 21 days, right, for all the old taste buds with bad habits to die off, which is a bit brutal, right?
No, it's necessary.
All the old bad habited poor little taste buds are going to die off, and you're gonna have new baby taste buds budding out, and they're gonna go like, ooh, this is my first food, and it's a carrot, and I love it. And then your new taste buds are going to love the food that you're giving them. They're going to get used to it, you're going to get used to it, and you're going to like it more than before, right?
Is that why people say it takes 21 days to develop a new habit?
I don't know, but it definitely works with food.
Yeah.
So they say. I don't know. I've only been on my healthy lifestyle thing going on for what, a week or so. Not even that. I haven't been eating bread and sweets for maybe 3-4 days. 4 days.
That's equivalent to nothing, though. Basically, it's a little bit better than nothing. But,
oh, it's not the equivalent to nothing. It's the equivalent of start.
Congratulations.
Start is not nothing.
Congratulations.
Don't down
It's
talk
the start
yourself,
that stops
people.
most people. So
don't listen to your internal critique. Like I've got my external critique here, so I have to have my internal supporting, kind of positive talk person shouting louder than you.
Me?
Yes.
Am I not positive enough?
So yeah.
I like to think of
You can
myself
do
as
it. I can do it.
pragmatically practical. Is that a problem?
You're just talking off topic.
Sorry, sorry. I thought
Pragmatically practical. Is that a problem?
I might be talking off topic because of the fact I'm actually multitasking right now and trying to solve the problem.
I know. So yeah. So that's what we've been doing recently, right?
Right.
Eating healthy, yelling at computer screens and the Facebook people behind them. Yes.
That's cool.
Apart from preparing the webinar as well, and apart from working, because we still have to work at our, I would call it day jobs. Okay.
Day jobs?
Yes, minus translation. And G here is kind of you don't really have a unrelated day job, do you? Because you've got your
what you're talking about.
You've got your business, and
what are you talking about?
I'm just saying that you're not. What you're doing is your day job. That you're doing what you're doing, right? You're teaching people, and that's your thing. And you're coaching people, and that's your thing.
It's my thing.
I've got 2 things that I'm juggling. Well, I've got about 700 things that I'm juggling, just like all the mothers out there, right? But work-wise, I've got the translations and the parenting and the women support.
There's a small possibility that I've fixed the problem.
Is there?
Yeah. But now the possibility's gone.
Is it?
Yeah.
That was like 1/2 of a second.
But it was there.
That was amazing.
Is that like a shooting star?
Like a shooting star of hope that disappeared into black nothingness.
I don't know. I could try to click on. Supposed to be able to drag this to a position.
This is wonderful. Technical stuff. I hate technical stuff. I don't know who loves technical stuff, but I don't love it.
This is all wrong. None of this should work at all. 1 second. Got to do my.
And yet it's not working.
Okay. I need to do some tests in the background, so I need you to be quiet for 3 seconds.
No.
Okay.
Okay.
Ya ta 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 ta. What did I what did I?
You startled me.
She said. I've no idea if this is working or not. I'm just going to click go live and we'll find out soon enough.
I wanted to say something to all those mums out there, but I forgot what. Yeah, I'm having a little personal Christmas here, apart from all the frustration of this morning.
You're having a personal Christmas?
I'm having a little personal Christmas because you came up with this wonderful graphic about emotional equations.
Personal Christmas?
Yes, and everybody knows that I'm kind of biased. Kind of biased when it comes to emotions. Right now I'm reading a good book recommended to me from my friend Ines, who told me, who gave me.
Is that a boy or a girl?
That's a girl. Ines is a girl.
I went to school. One of my friends at school was called Ines, and he was a boy. Right.
Yeah, but that's Scotland. You people in Scotland have weird names. Weird names.
Yeah, but we don't have boys with girls' names. Like, there's not
you
like
do.
Lots of guys called Veronica or something.
If you've got guys called Ines, then obviously you do have boys.
If you're joining us on YouTube. No, if you're joining us on Facebook.
Oh, look, Facebook, we're moving. Hi, Facebook people. We've been ranting up till now. I'm not going to let you talk.
Yet. No, it's okay. I don't know if it's working.
I'm not going to let you talk.
I've got to pull it up on my phone to see if the audio is going out.
Yes.
I'm not sure if the audio is going out. Okay.
Well, you probably have your Bluetooth on, right? So you have to turn it off.
No, I turned the Bluetooth off.
Did you?
No.
No, you didn't. There you go. So,
I swear I turned it off.
aren't you lucky?
I swear I turned the Bluetooth off.
So, yeah. Hi, people on Facebook. We're very happy to have you. We're very happy to be there.
It's working on it.
We've been online for...
There's no audio.
What do you mean there's no audio? How
Look,
can there be
there's
no...
no audio. Look, here it is. Like, I've got it
Yes.
here.
Yes.
And there's...
Are you sure you've got everything on there? You've got the audio for the post on?
Yep,
That little crossed thing that sometimes is crossed.
Like there's zero
There's
audio.
no audio.
There's zero audio going through.
Oh, for crying out loud.
Right, so I said it might not
Did we get audio on YouTube? Did you check the YouTube audio?
Yes, YouTube audio is fine.
Okay,
Everything's fine going through YouTube. I've now got to work out.
Okay, so work it out. So I was talking about my personal Christmas because I love these emotion topics, because I think emotions are just so important, right? I think they're underestimated.
I'm going to end the stream on YouTube.
What?
No, I'm going to end the stream on Facebook. I
Okay.
always get them mixed up.
I think emotions are underestimated, because all these rational people who come and tell you, oh, it's a fact, it's not about emotions, it's not about what you feel, it's about how things are, and blah blah blah. Well, I think that emotions are very, very important, because they constitute the intuition, right? They constitute the gut feeling. It's I think
Trash that.
emotions are basically the response of your... it's like a subconscious response, right? Mm-hmm. to all the informations that you've gathered throughout your life, right? So if you're feeling negatively about something, that's basically your internal statistics running, right? That's your that's your subconscious telling you, okay, we've run statistics on the situation and we've got a majority of bad experiences with this, so alert, right? And it gives you a bad gut feeling about something. So I think that emotions are very important in our lives too. Mm-hmm. They help us navigate through life, basically. Okay, even though sometimes that those statistics in our mind, right, that run way back, are wrong, right? Because sometimes you can have flawed statistics in science when the group that you've run your statistics on was too narrow, maybe, yes, or
like
you can have the basic information for the statistics all wrong, and then obviously your results are not going to be correct or not going to be in line with the reality, and that sometimes happens with the emotions there. So sometimes we can get an inadequate emotional response because our statistics were based on the wrong or unusual experiences or whatever, right? So I love emotions. I'm currently reading this book that Ines gave me. I forgot who wrote it. I forgot the author's name. It's somewhere there in my bedroom. Mm-hmm. And it's called Learned Optimism. Learned Optimism. It's quite interesting, actually. I've only just started reading it.
If it was just called... I love the way that people put titles together, right?
Yes.
If it was just called Optimism...
Yes.
Why do we need to put the word learned in? Because
the whole book is about how you can become an optimist. It's telling you that when you're a pessimist, it doesn't mean that you have to stay being a pessimist. I was just reading about all the negative all the negative effects, of pessimism, and all the positive benefits of...
exist.
That's because I'm talking too much of optimism. So, pessimists have worse health. They live shorter, actually, than optimists. Mm-hmm. They have worse business performance. Yada yada. There's lots of
Welcome back, Facebook people. We'll see how long it stays connected.
Do we have audio?
Yes, I've checked the audio. We have audio and video on Facebook Live now. It's all been repaired, although the fact that it crashed is a little bit...
What's happening?
I was just saying the fact that it crashed is a little bit disconcerting. I might need to add. I might need to add in some kind of extra form of graphic that says experiencing technical difficulty.
Yeah, maybe a good idea.
Back soon, the way that the BBC used to do.
The kids are being a bit crazy back there. Cannot.
Oh, is that what the noise is in the background?
Well, Willie's shooting Zora, and she's I don't know.
have to tell Will,
I
like,
don't know what she's doing.
100 times, don't point the gun at people.
Yeah.
Toy gun, of course.
Yes. Obviously, we don't have a shotgun at home. We also told him a million times not to shoot it while we're recording. Well, no shooting while we're recording, darling.
Yes,
thank you, because it's
that's
super loud banging, and we kind of can't hear our own thoughts here. So, yeah, so thanks, Ines, for the book about learned optimism. I haven't even gotten through like a quarter of it yet, but it looks interesting. I like the way it's written.
Something you have to learn. Is it saying that basically you can learn to be optimistic?
Yes.
Is that the whole point of the book?
Yes, the whole point of the book is that you can change your life by learning how to be optimistic, basically. Because optimism opens new doors where pessimists think that the doors are closed and don't even try to go through them, right?
Right. Oh, pessimism has no benefit at all, does it? It's just something that is always negative all the time. So
yes, basically. You know, pessimists are the people that say,
it's really strange to find something which is all bad, right? It's really strange to find something which is all bad. I think you're looking for the extreme, right? I think you have the image in your mind of the optimist going everything is super cool, and of the pessimist going everything is bad. I think it's more about the attitude towards life. You know, pessimists they're like, once you described someone saying that the person looks like they've given up, right? I see pessimists as people who have given up before they've even started. Yeah, well, it's not good to give up, is it?
Yeah, it's not. I don't think pessimists are people who go like oh, everything is bad. I think they realize when something is good, but I think they don't.
Is pessimism just some kind of personal persuasion? It's like you're persuading yourself not to do anything. You're telling yourself it's pointless.
I've just started reading the book, so I'll give you more information once I've studied more. Because what I would be giving you would just be my personal opinions, and I'm not sure whether they're correct. Okay, psychologically. So I'm not 100% sure, but I'll go on reading the book and see if it teaches me anything positive that I can then hand over to others.
It's share what you learn. Shows that you care, I think. So I think that's in general.
Yes.
In general,
the only problem is all the mothers out there know that. Maybe fathers as well. I don't know how you guys have it, but the only problem is that I have a list of books about this long that I'd like to read, and there's just no time. I always fall asleep while reading.
Yeah,
or I have to turn the light off because the kids are going to sleep or something. So it's a bit difficult.
Time is definitely an issue.
Yeah.
That needs to be dealt with. It's definitely an issue. Yeah. Right. Everything crashed last time. I'm just doing a technical thing, right?
Yeah.
Just jump in with my technical. Everything crashed last time when I wrote a comment on the Facebook page. I wrote a comment on the Facebook page, and all the streams on that side shut down.
Okay, that's not very good.
Yeah, I know. Am I supposed to monitor Facebook comments if all the streams shut down?
Well, you can read them, but you can't. You can read them and you can answer them in the stream, right? And not type anything.
Just not type anything. Okay.
Just not type anything.
Oh, this is so weird because.
Yeah.
This is so weird because if I click on the video for the Facebook stream, then it says these two people are watching with you.
Yes.
Right now it says there's two people watching, but up there it says there's nobody watching. It constantly has each different piece of technology.
Facebook is crazy. It's crazy.
Each different piece of technology presents the same information in different ways. So I'll try here. Right, I'll try to write a comment. Keep talking.
Yeah, sorry. You're writing a comment and you're going to see if it crashes again, right?
Well,
That'll be fun.
I can do it on the mobile.
Yeah? Oh, so you're trying to do it on a computer?
I can do it on the mobile.
That's a problem, okay.
I can turn the sound off on the mobile. But and then I can see any comments that come up.
Yes, because 4 monitors is not enough. We also have to have 2 mobile phones and 1 tablet turned on. You do realize how crazy that is, right?
Yeah, like women have how many different pencils to color their eyes, and
I have 1.
And
does that make me not a woman?
That makes you more of a woman, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, isn't it? So the thing is with the mobile devices, it's like instantly it freezes. It freezes on all, and these are not.
But it froze up there as well. Oh no, it's okay.
No, it doesn't. Well, you're supposed to be looking after your sisters.
Not killing them.
Yes. Well, take care of your sister, please.
Cool, guys.
Yeah.
So my little personal little Christmas is the Gicho's topic to talk about today, which is emotional equations that we found.
There's no way to check any of the comments on Facebook, so. Hey, if you're watching on Facebook, write a comment, because I can't check what's going on.
Yeah.
Also, see these little numbers up here?
Yeah.
Do my technical stuff again. That's supposed to say how many comments, it's supposed to say how many people watching, but it never says anything at all.
So so G found this graphic on the internet, and he's going to post it in the comments once we're finished, because he can't really comment right now, can you? Can you? No, he can't. I've finished with my technical stuff. I will only get involved in the technical stuff if something goes horribly wrong, and that's really weird, going on wrong stuff up there right now. YouTube has changed its stream from green healthy to orange not so healthy. No idea what's going on. We have the fastest connection in the universe here, internet connection. So yes, I don't understand. We do. Actually, we have unrealistically fast internet connection.
We have impossibly fast internet connection.
A person in UK.
It wasn't a person. It was a technical assistant.
Tech support from Sky in UK told us that the internet this fast does not exist anywhere on the planet, right? You told him how fast your internet was in Slovakia, and he was like, well, that's not possible because that doesn't exist on the planet Earth.
Yep, that's what he said to me.
And you were all like, okay. And the best thing is that now we have twice that speed that we had before that we mentioned to him, right? Because what they were providing was about 1/4 of what we have now. Probably not even, it's just less than that. Wasn't it? It was like 10% of what we have.
It's just the guy on the phone saying, that's impossible, and me thinking, well, I have it. So
it's obviously possible.
So it's obviously possible.
It exists. It exists in this
Expert.
Weird Eastern European country called Slovakia. So
expert means warning sign, in my opinion.
So yeah, can you tell us more about?
Do you know what? I'll tell you what else is crazy.
Yeah.
So this that says write a comment there.
And.
That I wrote that. I didn't write that.
What?
I didn't write that. It's getting Facebook's getting even stranger.
What do you mean you didn't write that?
I didn't write it. I wrote that comment on the second video, which crashed, and I stopped that stream. I started a new one. I started the third video.
Yes.
Right.
What happened now?
I don't know. I don't know. It's playing live. What it says is live on Facebook is actually not live. That's a previous video. It's not playing a previous video live on Facebook.
This is crazy, people. This is really crazy. Kids are going crazy.
You see, that's I wrote that comment. You see that comment there? That's why it crashed. Well. Is your sister still alive over there? Let the kids play. That's what I say. Let them play. Give them space. Let them run around. And get the energy out. Yeah. The trouble is, they have 101 things they can do, but they all want to do the same thing at the same time in a different way. Welcome to Life with Kids. Welcome to Life with Kids. There we go. Grooves in the heart.
Yes, darling. So yeah. So can you tell us something more about that thing?
Well, what's weird is that it says it's live, right?
Yes.
And then I go into Facebook and it's showing the previous video, not the new video.
Yeah, but it showed you the actual video on the phone, no?
You want me to check the phone?
Yes.
To see if the video is going out live on the phone?
Yes.
Okay.
Please do.
Okay, so I will refresh my
I'm getting a
telephone.
bit too hungry.
But look, you see, that's what I'm saying. Did you understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
That comment made the whole thing crash, and I had to turn everything off.
Yeah.
But that comment is appearing on the new video when I wrote the comment on the old video.
Yeah, I get it.
That's just really strange.
Did you just not go out as the same stream?
And well,
didn't it just continue in the same stream?
Well, no, because the timer here is a new timer for 13 minutes. That started from 0, so it's impossible. This must be a new stream because the timer here is 0, started from 0.
Okay.
Right, even though it looks like it's crazy because there were 3 broadcasts. Right? There were 3 broadcasts, and now there's only 2 on Facebook. That's far beyond my ability to understand.
I don't understand it either.
Right. Well, I'm going to take a step back, not touch any of the technical things, and we can talk about the emotions.
Yes, let's. I'm getting really hungry now, you know. Do you know what I baked today? I baked
that black thing that's in.
I baked a black thing.
Yeah,
it's like a black greenish thing.
Yeah, I sort of looked at it and thought that looks kind of interesting. I was wondering if it was meant to be that colour.
Yes, it was, because there's no flour in it. It's just linseed. Linseed, is that what you call it? The brown.
You baked Lindsay.
Lindsay Lohan, yes.
Oh, so finally.
No, I had some linseeds. And is that what it's called?
I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, I think it is. Never mind. Yeah, these little brown seeds, and you grind them, right? And you use them instead of flour. And you just add eggs and water and some salt and some spices maybe, and oil, and some baking soda.
Baking soda is like the ultimate life accessory.
And yes, you need it for everything.
Yeah.
And then there you go. You've got healthy, protein-packed, no flour bread that you can eat with your
bread without flour.
That you can eat with your and I also added pumpkin seeds in it, and you can eat it with your pumpkin soup that we're having for lunch.
Are we having Halloween already?
Yes. I'm just practicing for Halloween.
3 weeks to Halloween.
3 weeks.
Yeah, but people are already putting on Pinterest all of their do this for Halloween activities.
Yeah.
Cut this pumpkin out of paper.
It's just that kind of
Hang
thing.
your neighbor.
You have to get ready. Just pick the spiders to have them ready for Halloween. Right?
Pick the spiders.
Yes. Don't just stop cleaning off the cobwebs from your walls.
Excuses. Right. Halloween is not a reason not to clean things up. Oh wow, we can get pumpkins and hang them on the balcony here and light them up. Wouldn't that be so wild?
It would be. We should do that.
You know what we should do? We should get pumpkins
and hang them on the balcony.
Oh wow, I'm having déjà vu.
We've seen a pumpkin yesterday. We were walking down the street, and we've seen a pumpkin that was
walking down the other side of the street.
The people there are not even going to see it because it was so big that it was like this big.
She's lying.
Right.
Pumpkins don't.
It was that big, and it was on the floor. It was like a sofa. Right? It was like a pumpkin sofa.
Wait, are you telling me you saw the biggest pumpkin in history and you didn't take a picture?
I didn't take a picture.
Why didn't you take a picture? Because no one's going to believe you. I don't believe you. I think you made that up. Where's this picture of, where is the biggest pumpkin in history? Where is it? Where is it?
C'est parce que c'est un café. It's a decoration at a cafe.
That's not real then.
No, it is real. It's a real pumpkin, but they're using it as a decoration.
No, the pumpkins don't grow that big. When was the last time you saw a pumpkin that big? Pumpkins don't grow that big.
Pumpkin. It's a real pumpkin. I would probably know if it was plastic or anything else, right? Probably. I bet you we're going to go there, and I'm going to go like, I'm going to knock on it and go dong,
like,
dong, dong.
Yeah.
This is not a real pumpkin. It's a real pumpkin.
It's not real.
We looked at it with the kids and we were like, oh my god.
They don't no, someone's playing a joke on you. Pumpkins do not grow that big. You should have taken a picture of it, because I definitely don't believe that was a real pumpkin. There might have been some giant plastic thing or something that somebody's painted, or maybe some wood that someone's carved in some kind of shape like that, but they do not. Right. Well, your homework is to get a picture of that pumpkin and then bring it to the podcast here, and we will insert
the pumpkin in the podcast. Okay, I'll take a picture of your bloody pumpkin. You'll see how big it was. You disbelieving,
what do you mean how big it was?
Mistrusting
how big it is
person.
Anyway, we've got those like little hooks that are hanging there.
Yes, with the dead plants on them. Yeah, we can take those dead plants off and put on some pumpkins.
Oh, and they're going to hang it, and all those people in those flats and offices are going to see the pumpkins hanging on the balcony.
And everybody will be so jealous. And they would be thinking, "Oh, look at those cool pumpkins!" Until the pumpkins start rotting, and then they fall off the strings, because the strings will just rot through the pumpkin.
You have to take them down before they rot.
Yeah, and then they would fall on people's heads down there, and because they'd be rotten, it'd probably be quite meshy.
You don't want to be responsible for that.
No.
Some kid walking around with this pumpkin
on their head.
Anyway, like it's stuck on their head, and be like running around going, I've got a pumpkin stuck on my head, and people would think they were like a real monster or something.
Yeah.
But that never happens, right?
No.
We could put other decorations out on the balcony.
Yes, I was looking at some lanterns yesterday, actually.
Oh.
There are lanterns everywhere.
That would be nice.
Yeah.
That would be nice.
We should definitely do something, because everybody else is going crazy about Halloween. So, yes, I know. So nice. So nice.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm organizing a homeschooling people meetup on next Thursday, by the way. And we're all going to the park to pick leaves, and I'm going to prepare some workbooks for our kids for trees recognition, that they will be able to glue the leaves into the books. And
that sounds like a fantastic idea.
Yeah, I know. So we're doing that on Thursday with all the homeschoolers out there in this area. In case you were watching it, homeschoolers out there in this area.
That's just cool. That's just super cool.
I know.
I can't watch the Facebook thing that keeps pausing. It's bugging me now. I'm just going to hope that I'm not going to be able to see any comments though. I'm not going to know if anybody's commented on it. So the whole point is to have interaction, isn't it?
It is. It is. There's not much interaction right now. Though.
Well, if it breaks down again, you know what that means.
That means that we can't use it for the webinar.
That means that we can't use the software.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
But we can use Facebook Direct.
Yes. Yes, that's what I meant. I meant we can't use the software for the webinar.
You can't rely on the software at all. If it breaks down again, it definitely cannot be relied on. If it runs for the next 5 days without any problems, then I imagine that it could be okay. Anyway, we have to talk about technical setups. I want to run 2 streams.
Yes, guys, the 14th of October is nearing. It's coming very close. So if anybody wants,
there's that famous rhyme. Remember the 14th of October.
which almost rhymes. And if anybody has any questions, and if anybody would like us to personalize this experience for you a little bit, then don't forget to contact us. Give us some ideas, right? Give us some info on what you would like to learn, what you would like to hear about, because we would like to answer your questions, and we would like to focus on your needs. It's not about what we want to say, right? It's about what you guys want to hear. Not want to hear, need to hear. What information you guys need.
Yeah, it would be nice to know a little bit about what it is that people personally feel they need within their parenting. And I imagine that a lot of the time it's those emergency solutions. You have this problem or that problem, and you need to work on it. Usually,
because usually people have some kind of direction in their parenting, which can change. I'm not saying it can't change. I mean, like my direction changed, right? When I started out, I wasn't quite sure what I was doing, and I was doing it all, from the position where I was in. And
there is no wrong, it's just different. Okay.
Well, that's relative. That I don't think that's true. But yeah, the point is, it's usually at those difficult times when people start asking questions, and when people start, thinking, am I doing the right thing here? Why is this happening? And sometimes they're trying to solve problems that are not actually problems, but they don't know that they are not problems. And sometimes they really do have real problems that they need a little help with.
That's very true. And I've just done a little test, and you see what happened? I wrote on the Facebook chat.
And you killed the stream.
And the stream cut out on Facebook.
Oh gosh, yes, stream murderer.
So, obviously...
that is not working.
Obviously, that cannot be done. There's no way to write on the chat while streaming at the same time onto Facebook.
So emotional equations. There's a lot of emotions out there, in there where we're feeling them. And sometimes it's a good idea to realize where these emotions come from, right? What situations they are a result to, or what kind of other emotions may be connected to each other, maybe interacting with each other, are producing this new thing that we're feeling. And I think that's what these emotional equations are about, isn't it?
I'm dealing with the technical stuff. I'm sorry.
I think it is. So
sorry, bit of a major situation going on. So
yes. So I think that these emotional equations are a fun way to promote the awareness about our emotions, which is always useful. Of course, there are also other techniques and strategies how to be aware of your emotions, and it's always good to be aware of them, because then you can work with it, right? Then you're not just automatically reacting to triggers, but as soon as you're aware of what you're feeling, you can decide whether it's adequate or not, or whether you should act on that feeling or not, and so on and so forth, or whether you should change your behavior.
Okay, so right now, just a little update for us on our side. So this is going out on YouTube. It's going through the podcast. Users on Facebook will experience this, which you can't see on the podcast, which is a please stand by. There is a problem screen.
Yeah.
So I'm doing the real time management here, and there's no audio going through that either, so it just says please stand by.
Okay.
Right, that allows me to fiddle about.
So I will give you an example of these equations that we found on the internet, and we will post.
I would love to talk about these as well, because they're so cool.
Yeah, I tried to stall as long as I could, but
Stall for another minute, and I'll be back. Because it's all in real time. So
okay. We don't have to talk about the equations themselves just yet, because I wanted to say that there are other techniques for emotional awareness. My favorite one is like I'm not sure if that's meditation, because I don't know much about meditation, but you know, when you just stop and you focus on your breathing and you start focusing on your body, right? So when you're feeling a strong emotion and you start focusing on your body and you try to pinpoint where you're feeling this emotion, right? What is your physical reaction to it? Because if you focus, right, you can find out that your body has physical reactions to emotions, which is, I believe, a very important fact to be aware of. Because, okay, darling, I'm coming.
You can't do anything because I'm in the middle of technical stuff.
Okay.
You can't go anywhere.
I can't go anywhere.
No,
okay.
You can't go anywhere right now.
That's great. So, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I just lost my train of thoughts completely.
You go back to the beginning.
Yes, it's not only we can feel the emotions physically when they're happening, but
to start.
The emotions also, as we said before, actually today, also have a long-term. The emotional patterns have a long-term effect on our well-being and on our health, right? I mean, if you live with anxiety and stress, then you're very likely to have I don't know, cardiovascular problems, or you know, your risk of heart attack is probably higher when you're under stress all the time, because of the physical reaction to the stress, because of the hormones that start running through your body. And stress is just another side of the coin of fear, isn't it? So it's all about fear.
A lot of the time it is.
It is.
Fear is a huge motivator, driver.
Oh yes, and it's
for a lot of people.
Sometimes a good driver and sometimes a bad driver. Well, I don't know. The question is it a driver, you know? Because for me, it's more of a stopper than a driver, right? Yeah. I mean, when I was at university, and I would be at an exam, right? There were only two possibilities. I was always extremely stressed out, and there would be only two possibilities. One was that the stress is going to, darling, you have to give me 3 minutes.
3 minutes to solve all these technical problems.
Yes, you've got 3 minutes, so hurry up.
So,
first option was either I am going to black out completely because I'm so stressed out that I can't focus on any single thought in my brain. Or the second possibility was the stress is going to kickstart my brain, and I'm going to come up with things that I didn't even know I learned. Which happened to me before. Sometimes these things happen simultaneously. Yeah, like when I was at my what you call it? It's like a leave-in examination. When I was 18, I was finishing my high school.
So school graduation.
School graduation, yes, exam. And I was so stressed out I couldn't remember anything, right? So you would get these 15 minutes to prepare your answer, and then you would go and sit in front of the committee, and then you would talk to them about it, right? And I had these 15 minutes, and I didn't write anything at all down. And then in the last 2 minutes, I remembered, and it's just photographic memory just kicked in.
So you were that close to failure,
everything, yes, and it was all caused by stress. Right? Because obviously I knew it, right? I remembered everything in those 2 minutes. I wrote down an A4, right? And I have given them the most. I know, love. I gave them.
This is just the perfect storm of everything that could go wrong.
I gave them the most complete kind of presentation on the topic that they've got during that year. Okay, so
got the camera on, but the mic will not turn on.
Stress is scary. When you're in a stressful situation, you basically have there are three basic biological mechanisms to deal with stressful situations, right? It's the fight or flight or freeze, yeah? And you can see this in children, actually. I'm going to have to go and help her, G. I can't let her sit there.
Well,
I'll be right back.
Okay, what was the last thing you were talking about? Because I got to.
Fight or freeze reaction to stress.
Fight, flight, or freeze. So what do you do when you're stressed out? Do you react against the stress? Do you run away from the stress? Or do you just panic and not know what to do? I think that the problem comes long after the problem has been activated, because if you prepare in advance properly, then you know what's coming. And so you need to be prepared for those kind of situations. It's a sign that you haven't prepared properly.
What, stress?
I think the stress is a sign that you haven't prepared properly. Now, sometimes things can be out of your control.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
As things are here, but it's not unexpected that there is technical problems when you try out new things, for example.
I think stress is when you feel that you have no control over the situation and it can just go horribly wrong, right? So anyway, we wanted to talk about a little bit about the fight, flight, and freeze reaction to stress, because we can see it so often in kids, right? You can see it so often in relationships as well. Just everywhere when you're in a stressful situation, and it's I think it comes from behaviorism, right? Because behaviorists kind of analyzed behaviors in animals as well, right? And primates and stuff, and they tried to find similarities and differences, and they did just generally looked at the biological side of things, right? And yeah, fight, flight, or freeze would be a typical, just primitive brain response to stressful situation, like you're a cornered dog, right? So you're a cornered dog. What does a cornered dog do? Well, first, dog will run away, but if it's cornered, it's going to attack you. Or if it does, if it's sometimes it's called. They have noted, behaviorists have noticed that sometimes when he's conflicted and he doesn't know whether to flight or fight, he will freeze and will do something completely unrelated, like he'll start scratching his ear, right? Or something ridiculous, something completely ridiculous that had, it's a response to stress, but it looks like he just suddenly decided to do. The dog just suddenly decided to do something illogical and unrelated, and that's basically kind of the you can see that in people doing the same thing in stressful situations, right? If you have an argument with someone, the someone is likely to either turn around and slam the door and go away, right? Or they're likely to attack you back, right? Because they're stressed. Or they're likely to just close off completely emotionally and freeze. And I think that...
Is she got an happy on her?
No.
Oh, okay.
I think if you realize that that in a conflict, that's how people are reacting, including children, it's a huge help, because you realize that the child standing there, not doing anything, smiling at my face while I'm telling him off, is not necessarily him being impudent, right? It's just him having a freeze reaction to the stress situation that he's in, right? It's not that, or it's not that he doesn't hear me. He's just froze over.
Okay.
Or they can lash out at you. When you go to teenagers are known for lashing out. When you go to a teenager and you criticize them for something, and it causes internal stress for them, they could just walk away, give you the silent treatment, or they could lash out at you, and so I think it's quite important to realize that this is the way people react to stress sometimes, most of the time actually, as well. It's stress is, as I always say, I'm repeating myself.
Are you?
Stress or any type of fear is behind the aggression in children, as I said before. Because the aggression is basically their fight response to fear, to stress, to anxiety, right? Yeah, so it's good to be aware of these things. It's good to be aware of emotions and what's happening, because then we can have a better control, not only over our reactions, but relationships in general. You know, it's easier for you to empathize if you know what's happening. You know, it's easier not to take things personally, but to look at the need behind the behavior and to empathize.
So did you...
Someone's grabbing my knee.
Is there somebody under the table here?
Someone's under the table grabbing my knee.
Well, there's nothing more annoying that you could be doing than grabbing your mother's legs while she's...
Darling, do you need anything?
While she's trying to talk on the internet.
Do you need anything?
Sorry, got Jazzy's tablet.
Yes. Yes.
Secret things going on under the table.
Just get a tablet that's left and play with it. Right.
Did you...
Whatever you need to tell you that.
Okay.
Thank you, Will. That was done quite... I don't know how that was done.
I think that was sweet.
It was done quite sweetly.
I think that was sweet.
Well, in terms of technology, the microphones refuse to turn on Facebook.
All right.
I've tried every single thing that I know to get all the microphones on.
Oh God, don't talk to me about Facebook today, because I would just go there right now and just close it down, whatever there is.
So you saw that it turned off when I tried to write on the chat,
Yes.
right? You saw that happening.
Yes.
Yeah. So
Yes.
it's stuck in the standby mode. I'm going to I'm going to end this stream on Facebook. How many of the emotional equations did you get into while
I didn't get into any. I was waiting for you.
Oh, that's great. Well, we can do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay. But I can't remember what I talked about today at all.
Well, that's why it's recorded, isn't it?
Okay.
So that you can go back. To the recording. Except on Facebook you can't, because oh look,
yes,
the microphone is turned on now that I've turned the system off.
Of course.
It's the SHIT that I have to deal with.
Yes. I don't yeah.
It's unbelievable. The actual microphone turned on when I turned the system off.
Okay.
That's quite an impressive piece of It shouldn't be a default microphone. It should be a USB microphone.
Oh gosh, I'm a little bit thirsty here.
You're a little bit thirsty.
I'm quite looking forward to that pumpkin soup.
Oh, pumpkin soup to look forward to. That's pretty cool. When this button down there stops flashing, I can... What?
Stream online on Facebook to say bye.
Yeah, yeah. Basically, that's kind of what I want to say.
Right.
Is I want to get rid of this second stream over here.
That's cool.
Which is kind of a backup stream. And
it's a beautiful sun-shining day, so we should go outside.
I can't. We have decided to deactivate your device. It says.
Of course. Why not? Why not? People are just deactivating us today all day. Seriously. That's provided there are people out there somewhere behind the internet.
Behind that wall of images that people stare
I'm quite
into.
curious. I'm quite curious to see what I find when I get to my computer. Probably nothing. Probably nothing working
Facebook
and no reaction by anyone. Yeah.
Facebook doesn't care about you.
Well, they should, because I wanted to give them my money.
They've already got their shareholders' money, and they already make a profit. And
they don't really make profit out of advertisers like me.
They're number one on the market, and they.
God, it's horrible to base your business on something like that.
Well, something that's out of your control, but then a lot of things are out of people's control. So,
Yes.
For some reason, it just
It just doesn't work today.
it just doesn't want to turn on microphones.
You know what happened to me? You know how you told me, oh, your problem is solved with your computer because you've got your headset. You know,
Okay.
my computer stopped recognizing
Okay.
my integrated microphone.
Okay. Now,
Well,
it doesn't recognize
now
any
it
microphone.
doesn't recognize any microphone.
Well,
No.
how did I know that was going to
It
happen?
stopped recognizing my headset microphone too. So yay. So yay. Yay for technical stuff.
Yes, yay. Big yay for technical
Big
stuff.
yay for technical stuff. We love it. We love it. Yes. I haven't exercised yet today.
Are you going to do some exercise?
Yes, I'm going to do some exercise.
What kind of exercise are you going to do?
Today, I'm going to give myself a wee cardio high intensity workout. Because
Just a wee one.
I have noticed that I'm pretty bad when it comes to cardio. I hate cardio. I hate it. I don't mind, you know.
Give yourself a reason to enjoy it, though.
I don't mind lifting weights, you know, and getting stronger. I like that. It's like, you know, you challenge yourself and you and you make yourself stronger. But cardio is like it kills me, right? It hurts my chest. It's like you want to die. You can't breathe. It's like, ugh. It's horrible.
That's because you're unfit.
I know. That's why I have to do it. That's why I have to do it because
kind of starts like that.
because I feel like I'm going to die after like 5 minutes of cardio, right? And I mean like really, really die. Okay.
You're going to die.
Yes. Well, I'm not going to, but I'm going to feel like it. So I have to do that. I have to work on that because my strength is not that bad. You know, I've realized that it's not super cool, but it's not that bad. It's the heart rate that I need to get up, and it's the cardio I need to do. So that's what I'm going to be doing today. Yes.
Rock and roll. Well, I'm going to be playing with the technology because it doesn't work, so I have to fix it.
And I'm going to take the kids outside because it's beautiful and sunny, and we have to treasure these beautiful sunny days, especially in the autumn.
Beware.
I know it's cold. I know it's cold. Yes. So we have to use them while we have them. Okay, I have to go, and we have to finish now, guys.
Do it. Okay, say bye to the people on the podcast.
Bye, people on the podcast. Thank you for
bearing with us. I will.
I know today was a bit of a pain to listen to because of all these.
Some bits of it. We'll find out.
I know it was a bit of a pain today because of all these technical issues and all my Facebook rant and everything. But just want to get it out.
It just won't recognize any audio on Facebook. It's ridiculous. Okay.
There you go. FB doesn't like us today. We'll see.
Okay. Say bye to the people on YouTube.
Bye, people on YouTube. Thank you for listening to us. Don't forget to check out the 21st Century Mum spelled MUM.com and just join us on our journey to our better selves. Is that good?
Stay cool. We'll speak to you soon.
Bye.